All right, Bernie Sanders canceling all scheduled events until further notice as he recovers from a heart procedure. His campaign confirming he had 2 stents inserted for a blocked artery.
Yes, Dr. Mehmet Oz is a cardiac surgeon, and he spoke to Bernie Sanders about his health about a month ago, and he joins us now. Good morning, Dr. Oz.
Good morning to you.
So tell us what happened here.
So on the show, we talked about his general health, and he said he worked hard. He wasn't sleeping as much as he'd like to because he's on the campaign trail, but he felt pretty strong. We actually played basketball. He posted up very nicely down low. He was a big-time athlete as a young man. Yeah. He actually was a big runner. And then, of course, on Tuesday night, he developed chest pain. And he probably did not realize he had a heart problem ahead of time. But I've got to say, when you get into your 70s, as the 4 leading candidates for the president and 3 other Democratic candidates are, it becomes pretty common to have atherosclerosis. Sure. So I brought you a little video, if you want to see it, to demonstrate what they did.
Some animation.
It's an animation. And so when you place a stent, it's because you've got a blockage in the middle of the heart. Imagine that vessel, that thing, that red thing.
The plaque is the stuff on the bottom and the top.
Exactly. It's starting to get tighter and tighter and tighter. The blood's flowing to the left. Without that blood, you get chest pain, and eventually you can have a heart attack. That mesh is inserted in the middle of it. The mesh is expanded, and it crushes the plaque out of the way. It doesn't remove the plaque. It just pushes it out of the way, so the blood can now provide life-sustaining nourishment to the heart muscle as required. Procedures are very quick. They're seamless. They're
very common.
Pretty common. And here's the elegant part about it. Again, as a heart surgeon, historically, we would open up the chest. Yeah. You join the zipper club. We'd put the bypass grafts in. With the stent, you're back to your regular form in about a week. There's a 95% chance that he will not have another problem with this stent in the next year. And that's about, roughly that percentage every year that you won't have
But if you have blockage in one area, do you have blockages in others?
Usually you'll have blockages in other areas, but they're not tight blockages. But here's the reality. If you look at people in their 70s, most of them have plaque somewhere. It doesn't mean they're going to have an issue. There are plenty of 95-year-old people who die with plaque, but not from the plaque. So it doesn't mean that they'll have an issue. This is the truth, I think, about our aging process, is we're behaving younger. Our real age, the age that our body thinks it is actually younger than our chronological age. But I actually think this is an important reminder to all of us to be transparent and require transparency about not just our health, but the health of the people running for president. I think it is a wonderful thing that Senator Sanders is doing well after the stent.
He's 79 years old.
78 years old, and he's strong, and his heart muscle apparently is fine, so it's not going to impact his future. But if he had ignored the pain, that could have been a catastrophe. Sure. But more importantly, being transparent allows all of us to make a wise judgment. And I think a lot of people run away from their health issues, thinking this is going to show up as a weakness. We're adults. The American public will take. We've been there. We've got relatives in our 70s, and we know they can be fully and functional and live for many more years and lead us, but we deserve to know.
So you talked to Bernie Sanders on your show about his age. Let's listen.
If elected, you would be age 79 when inaugurated, which will make you the oldest president to have ever gone through that process. Do you see a benefit of the wisdom that comes with 79 years of experience?
Look, I think if people look at my life's work, which has involved standing up to almost every powerful special interest in this country, I think people will be impressed by that record.
And Bernie sent out a tweet, I believe, overnight where he talked about thank you for the support. He's lucky he had good health care, and then made it a plug for Medicare for all.
Well, it does help that you have Medicare. I argued with Senator Sanders about more than Medicare for all, which is the programs he's offering. It's worth having that debate. I just want to make sure our candidates are healthy and where they need to be emotionally to do it. It does take a big burden off people's hearts, and actually half of the doctors in America want Medicare for all.
Dr. Oz,
that's the crisis we have.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. But on Bernie Sanders specifically, if he's your patient and he's recovering well, when's he back on the stump, going full bore, or is it a graduation?
No, I think in about a week he can resume activities pretty aggressively, and maybe another week to get to full speed. It's not a long time of recovery.
Well, we wish him the best.
We do indeed. All right. Thank you, Dr. Oz.
Thank you.
Off to work.
We'll watch you every day.
All right.